Welcome to part one of my previous addiction struggles. So, growing up in small town Texas and just everything that I went through in life, I started partying at a very young age, like very young, and like hardcore partying. I was drinking a lot, even in school. I would literally drink in school, like it was bad. But I dabbled in a lot of different things. And honestly, I just had to keep going. And whenever I was 18, I had moved from my hometown to Houston, Texas, and 8 days later, I got arrested for driving while intoxicated. I definitely don't do that now, but I was young and dumb, and so I got my first DWI, and my only DWI whenever I was 18, and then that did not stop me. I had the machine in my car for a year. I had to go to all these different classes, pay all these court fees, and I was on probation until I was almost 22, from 18 to 22. And I had like 100 hours of community service that they gave me, and it did not stop me. I literally, the year to the day that I got my DWI, for some reason, I was young and dumb and was like, let's celebrate. And I got arrested in my apartment complex for public intoxication, and I violated my probation. And so then I had to go to the probation office and plead with them not to send me to prison for 2 years for violating my probation. And honestly, that still did not stop me. Because then it went from, okay, well, I can't drink anymore, but I have a prescription. It starts with an X, and I like the way it makes me feel. And I took a lot of them, to the point where I don't really know how I'm still here. I wrecked my car into a Sonic menu and just got out and left my car, and then called my mom and was like, I guess someone stole my car, because I had forgot that even happened because I was so far gone, and I walked home. And my mom called a wrecker service, called Sonic, and was like, please do not call the police, because I had already violated my probation once. And so she calls. Sonic says they were about to call the police, but they are not going to call the police since they know whose car it is now. She sent a tow truck up there, but I had the keys. And the tow truck driver called my mom and said that my apartment door wasn't even closed all the way, and I was passed out on the couch, and he couldn't wake me up, and started hitting me with the stick that he found outside. And I finally woke up, and he just asked for my keys, and I gave it to him. I didn't know who he was. They was asking for my keys. Here you go. And so y'all come back for part two.